Yo, what's going on, everybody? First off, I want to say thank you so much for getting yesterday's video over 200 likes. I am feeling great. That's the first time that's happened to me. Let's try to shoot for even more likes today. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're not already. I'm continuing to drop these fire plays day after day. The picks from the video went off. I did make a little update, put Julius Randle in over Markieff Morris. But Embiid was my favorite play on the day, and he dropped 55 at 95. One of the highest scoring plays on the slate. As you see, both of my lineups went off today, and I'm really happy because got a lot of new customers today. So if you still do not trust the process, you still have doubts, dude, I hope tonight clears it up. So we have now won 7 of the past 8 days. Both of my lineups that I gave out today cashed, the cash lineup and GPP lineup. I do let everybody know that I play both lineups in both formats just in case, just because one lineup can go off. But yeah, it was a hell of a night once again. I played 1,400 entries and walked away with over almost 4,400, so almost a $3,000 profit. I had Russell Westbrook, Hazonia, Fournier, Thon Maker, Embiid, Ulis, Warren, and Josh Hart. In my main cash lineup, and then the GPP lineup, I had a very similar, except I went Schroeder, Randall, and Josh Jackson instead of Hart, Maker, and Westbrook. Both put up over 280, and especially in a night where the cash line was very, very low, we was able to cash out really, really nicely. Everybody on the team cashed out really nicely, so it was just another day. Dude, we have just been on an absolute tear, and if you are thinking about jumping on, you might as well jump on while we are hot. But yeah, that was just another great day, dude, and this is just the norm for us. Every day we are cashing. Some days, I know we will have a bad day once in a while, but the way we're on right now, we might go like 15 out of 16 days or something like that. But we've just been on an unbelievable tear. But let's talk about this slate we got for Wednesday. So for Wednesday, not a too big of a slate. I think we got 8 games. Starting off with the point guard position, I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell at 7K. I think this is a good matchup for Donovan Mitchell. He scared a ton of people. He's going to get very, very low ownership, first of all, because his price tag is still the same, and he's coming off a horrible performance where he only dropped 7 DraftKings points. But he was sick in that game. There was reports leading up to tip-off that he had the illness, like flu-like symptoms. So I don't know why people would have played him, but I don't know why he was so chalk against the Pelicans when he was sick, and we all knew it. But now that he's got a couple more days off to rest, he should be healthy, and he should be, feel refreshed and ready to go. And the best part is that nobody's going to want to play him after they played him at 7K and he dropped 7 points. So his ownership is going to be super down, but this is a great matchup. These Memphis Grizzlies are not the Grizzlies of old. We had Dennis Schroeder tonight. Dennis Schroeder put up like 37 DraftKings points in only 24 minutes against them. It was a huge blowout. Andrew Harrison is not a good defender. Donovan Mitchell should have his way. I love Donovan Mitchell's upside, as we see. He has 60-point upside, and he's just been playing out of his mind. Look at the amount of shots he takes a game, over 20, lots of times, double digits, ton of usage player. And the way this Jazz team has been playing right now, dude, Donovan Mitchell at 7K, that is a pretty good steal. I'm going to put Donovan Mitchell in the shooting guard spot, actually. Another point guard I want to talk about is Ish Smith. At 56, Ish Smith is in a great spot at home. And with the new additions of Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, Ish Smith is like the third option scoring. He's taken up a lot more usage with Avery Bradley, Tobias Harris gone. Has the ball in his hands a ton. And as you see, he does play a lot better at home, averaging 6 more DraftKings points at home. And this is just a good matchup against this Brooklyn team. It should be a very fast-paced game. I love this Detroit Pistons stack. I'm probably going to be stacking up this game. Well, stacking up the Pistons side a little bit because the Pistons really have 3 guys that get all the value, get all the fantasy points. That's Drummond, Griffin, and even Ish Smith. Ish Smith is still risky, but I love his ability. I love his ceiling to get like 40 plus, especially in this matchup at 56. I think he has a good shot to get in the 30s to 40s. So I'm going to plug him in at the point guard. I don't really like a lot of the studs we got right now. I think Anthony Davis at 11.6 is getting a good spot, but I think we don't have a ton of value right now, so I don't know if I want to be paying up for a lot of studs, but obviously that can change as we get closer to lock. And then let's look at small forward now. Small forward, I'm going right back to TJ Warren at 63. Devin Booker is very unlikely to play. He might even be listed as out of right now. He is not going to play tonight. As I said, TJ Warren is going to have a breakout game really soon. He dropped like 43 against the Lakers. He has to carry this team offensively. They don't have Booker. They don't have Isaiah Cannon. And at 63, his price tag did not rise at all. Extremely safe play. I know it is a matchup against the Spurs, and people are not gonna want to fade him for that. And I mean, I hear you. It's worth a fade, but at 63, he's pretty much a lock for in the mid 30s to 40s. Just with the amount of usage he's going to be getting, and it is a home game. The Suns do still play at a fast pace, and even though the Spurs were going to try to slow that down, I think Warren at 63 is one of the safest plays on the slate. So I'm going to be playing TJ Warren at 63. I'm going to power forward. I'm not going to give you guys a play. I'm going to give you guys a center and util. But power forward, I think Nikola Mirotic at 65, even though he's coming off a horrible performance, similar to Donovan Mitchell. I think he's in a great bounce back spot and will likely have very reduced ownership, so of an increase in his price tag, and he's coming off a dud. But it is a great matchup against this against the Pacers team. A great matchup against Thaddeus Young, an undersized power forward. I think 65 Mirotic is going to do some serious damage. LaMarcus Aldridge at 84 is a great play against this Phoenix team. He has 50-point upside, but yeah, he's just kind of an up and down player. But I think he's in a good spot. But like I said, I'm just gonna jump on over to center. Talk about Andre Drummond at 9.8. This is a great matchup for Andre Drummond, and Drummond is just a usage monster right now with the trades of Avery Bradley, Tobias Harris. He's just been grabbing a ton of rebounds. Look how many rebounds he's been grabbing: 17, 20, 15, 22. Plays a ton of minutes every single night in the mid-30s to close to 40 in very competitive games. This Brooklyn team is going to have a nightmare trying to stop him. He's in only 28 minutes this season. He's averaging 46 against them. Bump that up to like 35, 36 in a close game. Well over 60. Price tag under 10K. I love him. 98 Drummond. He's in a great spot, and I will be having a lot of lineups with Andre Drummond. And then at the util spot, I'm going to give you guys another player that I think is in a great spot. That's Miles Turner at 56. Way too cheap for Miles Turner. Burned me last game. Well, he didn't burn me, but he hurt me last game. Only just a 12.75. But this is a great matchup for him. Now that Anthony Davis plays the center, Anthony Davis, we all know he's a fragile man. He does not like to bang down low. Miles Turner should eat him up on the glass. Should get a lot of rebounds. And Miles Turner has great upside. Just before these two games, well, against the Philly game, he got into foul trouble, and then against Washington, he also got into foul trouble. But as long as he can stay out of foul trouble, which against Anthony Davis might be a bit tougher than I think. But first meeting against them, he dropped 43 in 35 minutes. And before that, couple of bad games he's had, mainly due to foul trouble. Turner's been a monster with 44, 40, 34. Price tag is way too cheap. He is not a $5,600 player. He's like a mid-6K. Without Darren Collison, should get more usage. The entire team should, and it is a great matchup against the Pacers. Against the Pelicans, which are going to have a problem trying to stop him down low now that Anthony Davis is at the 5. Okay, there you have it. There is my early core. Follow me on Twitter at the DFS Process for an update. Be sure you like and subscribe down below. I do appreciate that. We have Ish Smith, Donovan Mitchell, TJ Warren, Andre Drummond, Miles Turner. If I had to pick a 6th play, that would be Nikola Mirotic. If you're interested in joining us and winning money, just like the rest of us, check my website, thedfsprocess.com. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and good luck.